What's up, everybody? Scott and AJ back here. We kind of lost track of what episode this is, but hey, we're back. We've had a couple weeks
Whew.
off, mainly because of the holidays and the weather change and time change, unfortunately. But hey, we're back. So I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know we didn't travel, but hope everybody had safe travels, ate some good food, and most important thing is created some good memories with family and everything, and everybody's safe getting back. But anyways, I know you
I'm
kind of
depressed.
stayed.
I'm upset. I'm sad.
I know we were
I'm gonna
supposed to
start.
be
I'm
in
gonna start
Myrtle.
off. I'm starting off on a negative note on this on this podcast, man. We're supposed to be in Myrtle Beach right now playing golf,
Right, but
and
Mother Nature is
Mother Nature said no, not
no.
yet.
Let's save it.
So, so we had our Myrtle Beach trip planned. Alex dished out on us, like surprising. Uh, no, I'm giving him a hard time. But yeah, you and I were going to head down to Myrtle this past weekend and play yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and then yeah, it didn't go so well. So it got a little cooler than we wanted to, and didn't want to spend the money. So, we're gonna
Right.
postpone that to January.
Supposed to rain tomorrow too.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nasty tomorrow, but try to find a nice day in January, nice weekend in January where we can get down. Schedule frees up a little bit. It's hard around the holiday weekends and stuff like that. And
Yep.
but yeah, I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I'm hurt here. Hurt the heart, man. I want to play
The
golf.
golf heart is hurting.
I switched to my winter bag. I got my winter bag all ready to go now, and yeah, we're not playing. Not
Yep.
playing. But
Well, yeah, we were gonna what? Leave Sunday
yeah,
morning, play
leave Sunday
Sunday
morning, play
afternoon.
Sunday. Yep, and then play
Play. We were
play
gonna play
today, and then
today,
play
and then
tomorrow.
play tomorrow, and then come back tomorrow night. But that didn't happen. Anyways, I guess we saved a little bit of money, especially during the holiday
Yeah,
season.
but we're gonna make it
Uh,
up. We're gonna do it.
right.
We got to do it, dude. We got to do it. Well, we have to do it because I bought 4 rounds of
Yeah.
golf. So
Right.
I don't want
You're gonna do it
I want
before
to throw
February
those
16th.
to the wayside.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, that was kind of the sad news for the week, but anyways, could be worse,
Yeah.
uh but yeah, so guess what else we talk about? Probably
Well,
what
I
our
think I
year in
think I
review.
think this year let's do our year in review. I mean, we're kind of toward the end of the year. It's getting
All
cold.
right.
It's getting cold. It's been freezing here the last
Not
few.
quite our last episode of the year yet, but
Yeah, not quite our last episode, but probably one of our. Let's do a little recap of the year. Find some of the
right.
courses that we played. I have all my stats. I keep all my stats on my scorecard, which is an app you can get. I pay for it for I think a three years for like $25 or something like that, and it keeps all my stats. I can put any stats
Nice.
in there I want. So we'll talk about those a little bit, and then we'll talk about our favorite courses that we played and go from there. So, but yeah, so for me personally, I finished off pretty good on the year. I'm currently right now a 6.4 handicap, so I'm excited
Nice.
about that. I said I wanted to be under 7, which is where I was at. Really kind of came on toward the end of the year. I have like what was it like? You were with me a few of these rounds. I had one, two, three, four of my last 5 rounds. 4 of my last 5 rounds were in the 70s, and
Mhm.
4 of my last 6 rounds were in the 70s. I'm sorry, and then I had 181 in there too. So played some pretty good golf, toward the end of the year here in the fall. So I'm excited about that. And then looking at some of my stats here, and some places where you can always improve. Let's see what we got. Here we go. All right, so um, all right, right now I keep a 3 putt, so I have a 6% average of 3 putts, and this is on the last 20 scores. So 6% of 3 putts is pretty stinking good, I think. Um, I have 45% pars on 18 holes, 39% bogeys. So I like to kind of be right there. I have an 8% birdie rate, which isn't bad. So I'd like to get that up over 10. I think that'll be good. And then I have a 7% double bogey rate. As long as my double bogey rate stays below my birdie rate, I'm gonna be pretty.
That's what I gotta
Yeah, yeah.
focus
So,
on.
but it's cool to see these things because you can put these stats in, and these stats, it's something to look. You can make like monumental or just minuscule gains here and there, which is
Right.
really cool. Um, so yeah, so 1% others, so I don't really have a lot of big scores, which is nice. Greens in regulation, I hit 41%, and fairways in regulations, I hit 39%. So if I can get those up to closer to 50%, I mean, I really think I have a decent shot here to get to like 4 or 5 handicap, and that'll be pretty cool. So I want to increase a couple percents here. We'll talk about those, I think, a little bit later. But best round of the year was I wanted to be 75, and it was 77. Take it back. I did shoot a 75 down at the Villages at
Nice.
Southern Oaks. I shot
Southern Oaks,
Southern
yeah.
Oaks, just 75 down there. and shot a 75 at Pine Knolls this year. So
I think
wanted to
I've got
break.
my scorecard here from Southern Oaks. You might be able
Oh
to see it
yeah,
there.
yep,
I think that
love,
might have been one of my best rounds of the year too.
yeah,
So
yeah. And my worst round I shot was the last round I played. Shot
yeah,
99.
yeah.
99.
Let's kind of let's get in. Yeah, well, I guess you already talked about your worst round or your best round, but yeah, I
Yeah,
was going to start off with the bad and go to the good. So
yeah.
um, I definitely know what my worst round is of the year. You may remember this. It was we remember when we played one of my favorite courses, Oak Valley, very beginning of the spring, kind of, and I couldn't hit anything.
Oh yeah,
I
dude.
lost like, I don't know,
You lost like 2 dozen
six.
balls almost.
Yeah, I lost like six. I couldn't hit anything in the air or
Yeah,
wedges. What were
I think you went through almost a whole case of balls.
it was the rusty beginning of the season round. It was frustrating. I
And
usually
that's
don't
a
get
the thing about that course. We've talked about Oak Valley before.
right,
If you're off a little bit in Oak Valley, you're gonna lose balls because there's water, there's
right,
woods. It's a tough course if you're off a little bit.
right,
You can go pretty. You can get some big numbers on that course.
right. So yeah, that was my worst. My best was probably 9 holes. I know what my best was. That was when we walked our last nine
Oh
after
yeah,
five and shot what
39s.
three over
Yep.
39. We both shot 39s, and then my best was probably down at the Villages, probably Southern Oaks. I've actually got the scorecard here. I never totaled it up, but I think I was in the 80s again down there one of the rounds. So.
Yeah, I definitely
Um,
think you have the scorecard. Total it up, man. See what.
yeah, yeah. I'll total it up here as we're talking, but yeah, I believe I shot in the 80s either that round or one of the others down there. So that's probably my best 18 holes is down in the Villages, kind of like
Yeah,
last year.
that was
But
that court.
oh
That was a
man,
really good round. We all played well. Alex played well that
right,
day. Your dad played well. I mean, the course is wide open, so it is a pretty fairly wide open course.
right.
But the greens are really big. So if you're on the wrong side of the green, you're putting across
Oh yeah,
like a acre of green or something like that. So it feels like it, but
right. The
uh,
fairways are
very generous.
right, right. So
It's one of the newer courses down there. I think they got two newer ones that the one opened up. What was it? Shallow Creek,
Shallow Creek,
and then
yeah,
the
and then they
Woodlands,
just
right?
opened Woodlands, I think, or
Yep.
whatever it's called.
So this one was the third newest down
Right.
there. It was our first time going down there. It's on the southern part of the Villages. And speaking of that, we're going to talk about our favorite courses that we played all year, newer courses that we played, our best ones. And for a new course that we played, that was probably my favorite. That one and played Cedar Brook up in the mountains on Fourth of
Yep.
July with Alex, which was a lot of fun too. But Southern Oaks was awesome. Loved it. Loved the layout. Loved the conditions. I mean, it was perfect conditions. And just overall, it was a great course to play. I know we all shot really, really well over there, which is always nice too. But I mean, you couldn't have asked for. I mean, it was a little warm, but I couldn't have asked for a better conditioned course. I mean,
Oh yeah, it
greens
was a
were in
great
great shape. Fairways were lush. Ball sit beautifully up there. The rough's really thin down there, so it's not very high, so you can find your ball and just play it out. And I love it, just smash and go.
yeah.
Driver wedge all over the place. So
It played
yeah,
well to our games,
it
basically.
did. Yeah, it did.
Um, but yeah, my favorite it would have been cool if you could have been on this trip with us, but it was a bachelor party trip out to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah,
I've been out to Scottsdale many times, but never played golf out there till this time. This was in
yeah.
early August. It was 117-degree heat the day we played an
It's an
executive
oven out
course.
there.
Yeah, and then that got us warmed up for the next day. So the next day we played TPC Scottsdale. We played the Champions course, not the stadium course where they have the tournament, the Waste Management Open, but we played the Champions. And the Champions was immaculate. It was awesome. The
Yeah,
only downfall to it is it's right next to an airport. So you constantly have planes flying over you, but it was kind of cool because you'd see some Air Force training jets flying in. You see a bunch of other like executive jets, probably a ton of money flying in there.
yeah.
But the course was immaculate. I think I shot. Yeah, I could have shot better, but for playing a course like that and out there, we didn't play the backs. We played one up from the
Did you
tip.
you rented clubs too, didn't you? You never
No, I brought my
brought
own. I'm
yours.
glad
All
I
right.
did because it saved me some money. If you go out there you can rent clubs, but it's going to cost you almost. I think it costs some of the guys 80 to almost $100 more, like 75 plus to rent clubs out there. And this was the down time of the year because it was hot, so their rates go down a little bit. But yeah, I can't remember what the cost of the course was at that time, but greens were awesome, fairways were awesome. Got some videos up on the YouTube and Instagram and TikTok of it. I still probably need to put up some more. But anyways, I shot a 93 out there, which I thought
Yeah.
was pretty good. May have had one mulligan in there, but still.
First time you
Uh,
played there too. You never played out.
yeah, yeah. And the heat was just absolutely ridiculous. I've never played that hot, even been in Florida, but I will never
You
play in
go.
that hot a heat again. So,
You're like, hey,
uh,
let's go to August and play golf in Arizona.
yeah, we tried telling Liv Avery to death, but man, we tried telling him don't go to Scottsdale in the middle of August to play golf. And what do? We end up in Scottsdale. But it was a good time, great course. The so if you've never been out there, they've got two clubhouses. And obviously two courses, a stadium course where the PGA tournament is, and then the Champions course where and even though it was hot, it was still packed. The We didn't play the stadium because when Avery called out there originally to ask about it, somebody suggested that due to recovering from the tournament and then getting ready for it again, that it's usually better if you kind of play the Champions. And we still got to go check out the stadium course, but the clubhouses are separate. One, you basically got to go drive over to the other one. So we
Yeah.
drove over to the stadium course afterwards. We ate lunch in between at the DraftKings. They have a sports book there and a restaurant, which was kind of cool. So we
Yeah.
ate lunch there and then went over to the clubhouse at the stadium, got some nice gear and got a flag on the wall behind me here and a nice pullover and everything. But
They don't have all the stands and everything like that up. They're not permanent. They
no,
have.
no, actually, I
It doesn't even
saw
look like it is on TV, pretty much, right? It looks
right, right.
like a
I
regular course.
saw we could see I think it was hole 18 from the clubhouse. It was either 9 or I think it was 18. Um, but yeah, you could look out. There were people playing it, but I think they started building the stands already though about a month or so ago, which
Oh,
is
really?
crazy. Yeah, saw an article or something on that. But if you're ever out in the Scottsdale area, spend the money, go play it. It's worth it. Whether you play the Champions or Stadiums course, get you some memorabilia and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was probably my favorite and most memorable one of the year. I like you said, probably my second. I like Southern Oaks down and at the
Oh,
Villages. That was a good
yeah.
one. Played pretty decent there. I'll add up my score here and let you know by the end of this. But yeah, TPC shot a 93. Like I said, played pretty well for being out there and it being hot as hell. But that's kind of my favorites and recap. But speaking of that, let's talk. What's our I think we probably know, but what was our favorite golf outing or golf trip of the year? I
Oh,
think
dude,
I think we could
we took one,
probably
bro. I said
yeah.
one.
I think I had fun in
It was awesome.
Scottsdale, but
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the heat, that would have been a really, really good trip. It still was a good trip, but can't beat the Villages, man.
No, I mean, we talk about it all the time on
Yeah,
this show, and Village is great. Like we've gone now 3 years.
turn it into an annual thing now
Yeah,
before
we're going to
every
be going
weekend.
again. We've already booked our flights for the fourth. You
You
have,
and Alex have. I haven't booked
yeah.
my yet.
We know when we're going. So we're going to be going down there again, and I think we've already got the courses mapped out for the most part. Going to play Tierra del Sol, I think, the first day, and then go to the Cody's Roadhouse for dinner,
Nice.
um, and then hit the square up. We'll be right there. Hit
Sumner, Lake Sumner.
Lake Sumter up. And then the second day, I think we're planning to go off site. There's a place that your dad has recommended that he says he likes a lot, Harbor Hills, I think it's called.
Yep, yep.
So we're going to go check that one, I think, out. And then the third day, which is Memorial Day, I think we're planning to play 9 holes early in the morning. So we're going to go do like Mallory or Evans Prairie or one of them that we haven't, finished
Hmm.
that 9 up, because a lot of those courses have 27 holes. So
Right.
we played most of them, but we've only played 18 holes. So I think we've played Cane Gardens, we played Palmer, we've completed those all those. We still haven't done
Yeah.
Pensacola at Bonifay.
Right. Havana will be back open. I
Well,
played Pensacola this when I was down
yeah.
there
So,
in
so
November, which is
yeah, I
pretty
was
good.
thinking Mallory, Mallory or Evans, or even maybe go up to Glenview, play that
Right.
I think it's the Tally Ho one in the
Yeah.
morning, and then come back and pick your parents up and do a couple of the executive courses in the afternoon, like we did. So we
Hmm.
do, because if you play before 9, if you play before 8 a.m., you get a 9-hole rate, which is half the price, which is like $40 to play 9 holes out there, which we found out the last day we were there, because we had to get out early, so we only played 9. Played the Palmer 9, and then we'll play a couple executives. Yeah, I think we said we were gonna potentially grill out on Sunday instead of doing it on Monday. I know we grilled out usually on Memorial Day, but we'll do it on Sunday now because it was really nice making leftovers and then coming back and eating leftovers on
Right.
Tuesday. That was a lot of fun. So just made it easy. And then I think Tuesday we're planning to go to Havana because Havana will be open back up
Yeah.
to the
Just
recreation.
opened actually. Opened last week or week before.
Yep. So Havana will be ready, or we can go down to Shallow Creek. So
Yep.
have those. Those are two we haven't played yet. Havana's a lot closer, but it's also one of the 27-hole ones.
Yep. We
And then
also
last
haven't
day,
played Hacienda Hills.
yeah, we'll probably have to make that
Probably
one.
skip that one.
Do that one year 5.
Hmm.
And then end up at last day Cane Garden. I think we're gonna
Yep.
use that as our bookend championship round for the tournament for the whole weekend. And that it's kind of like the home course. It's always in good shape. Every time we've gone there, we love playing there because I think we played there almost every. We didn't play there this year, did we? No, we did.
No,
Oh, we
I
played there.
did I
You
did
did.
later in the week, but
That's right.
yeah,
But
you
it's
all did.
always in decent
Yeah,
shape. It's always a good course. We always love it. It's never too crowded. And it's right by your parents'
yeah,
house.
it's
Right
2 minutes golf cart ride to.
Yeah. So we'll play there on the last day on Wednesday, and then we're gonna fly out Wednesday night this time instead of flying out in the afternoon. We got a later flight. That was one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why we're flying out of Charlotte is because of the later flight. But yeah, I mean, we just planned our whole golf thing in about 10 minutes. Alex, an hour on the way back, we planned it. So,
Nice.
but it's like the villages is such a good trip, and I'm so glad we found it because you get away. We all go down there, spend time together with obviously your folks and
It's
all
the
of us.
beginning of my slow season, which is nice
Yeah,
right after commencement and
yep. And we
summer.
it's before the summer really hits for us, and kids just get out of school at that time, so they don't want to do anything that weekend. They just want to sit around and just go to the pool and chill. So they do that. We get out for a little bit and go play, and it's a good little kind of kickoff into the summer
Nope.
and everything. So.
Nope.
But yeah, that was my favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
like Southern Oaks. If you can get down there and play, Southern Oaks is awesome. Like I we almost
Yeah.
need to put it
It's
back.
a little bit of a it was a little bit of a hike from where my parents live more in the central but still it's not that
Worth
bad.
it, and it is
Golf
so
cart ride.
so worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
So, but
But
yeah.
yeah, let's
But now,
um
how about this? How about what was your out of the year? What was your favorite course that we played? One of our kind of like local courses that we play around here. Um,
um
Ones that you think were in shape, where you played well
yeah.
at, and were impressed with, or what?
I always like Oak Valley. I didn't play very well there.
Yeah,
I think we only played it once or twice
yeah.
maybe, um but I think my new favorite's actually Holly Ridge, the way they fixed that up
Holly Ridge is awesome.
between the
I love Holly.
clubhouse, the practice facility, and then the way they do the tee times.
Yep,
And it's just it plays well to our games. I mean, my score hasn't completely shown it, but I haven't played terrible out there. But yeah, I I really like Holly Ridge and the way they fixed it up.
I'd agree with you. I think Holly Ridge is one of the best ones in the Central North Carolina area. If you can get out there and play, it's a great deal. Great golf.
About halfway for both of us too.
Yeah, yeah, about halfway. So it's a really easy drive for us. A couple that I haven't been out to Tanglewood yet. We are going to make a trip out there this winter because I got the new clubhouse up. We need to go check that out. Tanglewood's always a decent course, especially the Champions course. Reynolds course, I didn't get to play as much this year, but it was pretty beat up when I did play it. So, but the Champions course is always going. But the one I was really impressed with this year, besides Holly Ridge, was Jamestown. I
Yeah.
was really impressed with Jamestown Park. Um, Extremely good shape. Every time we went out,
We walked a couple times out
walked a
there.
couple times, yeah. But every time we went out there, it felt like we were the only ones out there too. Did you notice that? Like, I mean, it was never too busy, especially like those Sunday mornings we meet with Alex and everything like that. It felt like it was like course was to ourselves, like our own country
Yep.
club. So I really have to give a shout out to Jamestown. That was in great shape. Oak Hollow, or not Oak Hollow, Old Home Place.
Yeah.
Home Place is always a fun one to play, especially.
That was another good round we had. You and I
Yeah,
always usually shoot. Well, I might have shot in the 80s there too, if I
yeah,
remember
that
right.
that's a good one. That's in Kernersville. That's a good course. And another one, that one of the a little cheaper course that we play, and we did a lot of walking at Pine Knolls. Man, Pine Knolls was
Mhm.
a decent little walk for us, and especially the front nine. It's not a hard walk. We did a lot of 9 after 5s out there, and pretty easy course, but it's a little bit fun. We played a little golf tournament out there at the end of the year, which we shot like 62, and like the winner was like
Yeah,
51. And I was like,
there's no way.
well, actually, I don't even know. I think we shot like 58, didn't we? We shot
Right.
58.
It was
Yeah, we
something.
shot we
Yeah.
shot 58, and the winner was like 51. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And
Granted, it's with a bunch of crazy rules, but still, it's like
yeah,
there's no way. We didn't even cheat. We
no, and we still
no.
got
It was
crushed. It's
still
crazy.
fun.
It was a lot of fun, a lot of fun. But yeah, Pine Knolls was in good shape. But I like really like I think Holly Ridge was awesome. And like I was very impressed with Jamestown since they've done the renovation on that course. I hated it the first couple times I played. Hated it. Renovated it, put new greens in, and just it's been a lot more fun to play. And I
Yeah.
feel well out there. So
Yeah. No, I agree. The greens are a little bit smaller, but yeah. Well, a couple of them. Some of them are big too. There's you got what one, two.
the greens are pretty big out there.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
But
now
they're
that I think about it, yeah, yeah.
they're not
Especially
you're because you're relating them to Holly Ridge. Holly
yeah,
Ridge
yeah, yeah.
enormous,
Holly Ridge,
the biggest ones in the area. They're giant.
right. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, the it
Pine Knoll
definitely.
really really small.
Yeah, Pine Knolls ones are small. That's big what I'm thinking of.
Mhm.
But what do you got? Is it hole number four? There's the pond behind the
Where are you talking
at
about?
Jamestown. That's a huge green.
One, two, three, four is the par three.
So it's five.
Five is the one with the pond behind it. Yep, yeah, it's five.
Yeah, that's a
That
huge
isn't.
pond because we both hit it in two, and then we ended up bogeying the
I
damn
think
thing.
I think I think I putted one off the green that one
We
time
yeah,
when
we
you're out there. Remember?
freaking
I
three
was on the
putted.
way left
Yeah,
side. It was all the way on the right.
we freaking three putted that day.
I know. That was
So
crazy. That was one of
yeah,
my 6% three putts right there. But that
yeah,
was also like, I mean, I had what, like 100 feet or something like
yeah.
that.
We
And
both did.
the wedge, yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's a huge green. Yeah, I think we've had a pretty good year. I didn't play as much as I really wanted. I think I only played probably about 27 to 30 rounds total. I like to be closer to 40, but it's okay. We'll
Yeah.
just got to do it next year. I mean, I was busy. I was really busy with softball
Right.
this year. I took a lot of my time with the girls. But again, a lot of
One.
fun, and at least the swing feels good. Putting, I'm seeing the ball really well, putting it really well. Got the net set up in the back and get that rangefinder cranked back up here when
We gotta hit up some virtual golf here,
we
especially with this
do
weather
that. And
this
Top
month.
Golf too. We got Top Golf
And
that.
birthday's coming up again, so maybe we
Yeah,
hit it up that week too.
yeah. There you go. I like it. If the
Uh,
weather's gonna be like it is, we
yeah.
got to keep the swing going.
Oh, we'll text Alex say, hey, virtual birthday golf
There you go.
again. Um,
Like I said, a Top Golf, man. Top Golf was great. They got the
yeah,
heaters out there. We can just do
yeah.
Top Golf and
I
play.
think I got a gift certificate there too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, so I think another favorite of my courses that we actually didn't get out and play that. We played a couple times, but not as much as we normally do. And then the one time we did play, it was not in the greatest shape because of the rain, which isn't all their fault. But Bryant Park,
Oh yeah. Brown Park's a great course.
it's always great, but like 18 was almost completely washed
Yep.
out on the
But
players course, not the championship. So, but
we had a
that's
lot.
always
We
always
had
one
a
of my
lot.
favorites
Like, our weather this year, we had a lot of rain. It was a
in the
really
summer.
wet
It
summer.
rained
It
two
rained
weeks straight,
a lot in the summer, and it just kind of it was hard to get out when
right?
you have all that rain, and then it's car path only, and it makes it difficult, and sloshing around is never fun. So yeah, we had a lot of rain this year. Courses loved it because they soaked up all the all the water, but it really it was a lot this year.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of flooding, but yeah.
Hmm.
Anyways, but that's kind of my recap of the year as far as all that goes. But yeah, I think I started to play a lot better towards the middle to the end of the year, obviously.
I think you got it.
Especially
Yeah,
with the 9-0.
you're
If I
good.
can get my wedges, I got to keep working on my wedges and get that. And I will probably cut 10 strokes off my game.
Well, around the greens for you will be a huge. If you can, if
One
there's one part of your game you need to improve, it,
115 in.
it's not even. I would say like 70 and in.
Yep.
Like really,
Yes.
70
Yes.
yards, 70 yards to the green is where if you can get better and you can improve, you will cut 5 to 7 strokes off the game
It's
and
that 70
like
yard
that.
pitch shot that I don't
Yep.
shank that I
Yeah.
gotta avoid shanking to the right.
Yeah, because then when you do that, then you put yourself in a bad spot, and then you're trying to get on. You've got to be able to like the key that I like doing, and one of the tips that I always say, for any of you beginners watching out there is, you know, don't lose balls off the tee. That's the key. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep the ball in place somewhere, even if you have to hit out of the rough. Always try to advance it. You know what I mean? So keep the ball in play. All right. Don't do two chips. Like if you're chipping or pitching, you have to get the ball on the green. You have
Right.
to get the ball on the green, and don't three putt. Those three things. If you do that, you can shoot right around 90. No doubt about it. So for you, the big thing I think your putting's pretty strong. You're pretty good
Yeah.
off the tee. You don't lose a lot of balls off the tee. You know what I mean? You're pretty consistent with that. It's your short game from 70 yards in that if you can get better, Scotty,
Yep.
it'll be a lot. It'll be good for you because I mean there are many times where I remember playing with you and you're right in it and you're playing well and then you just something happens and then you have three chips on one hole and then you
Right.
three putt one and next thing you know you had an 8 and a 9 and you're like what the
It's
hell
the
just happened?
it's the shank to the right after
Yeah,
I'm like plus two or three going into like
yeah.
seven, and then it's like, damn, where'd it go?
Well, I think it's and I don't think it's a lack of um, skill or a lack of ability. I think
Right.
it's I think it's almost like
Mental.
you lose focus, like right when
Yeah.
you're about to hit the shot, and you open that blade up, like
I
you don't
I
you
opened the blade up, and
through.
I think sometimes I actually hit it off the hosel too.
Yeah, yeah. So how do we? I guess the thing we can work on is how do we mentally get you into that shot.
Right.
I think, and that's one thing I'd love to work with you on a little bit. I like hell, I'm not a pro or anything like that, but like, how can we mentally get you behind like set up a pattern, set up a consistent walk up, so every single time you do it it's the same. You know what I mean? And no matter where the ball goes, you want to get the ball on the green within a vicinity so you can putt 20
Or
feet. And
yeah.
we don't you don't have to get it close. If you have to go over a bunker and it's to a short pin, freaking put that thing on the right side of the green and then two putt up. You know,
Right.
and that was my big problem at the last round I played. It was like every shot I was hitting, and Alex will tell you this. It was like I was following my kids playing softball. I had phone going off left and right. You know what I mean? But like it was like every shot I was hitting was like I was putting myself in the worst possible spot for my next shot. And I didn't do that a lot all year. I felt like I was very consistent with
Right.
if I missed something, if I hit a miss, it was like on the right side of the green or the the right distance. I would be to a short pin. I was short right, so an easy chip up. You know what I mean? And that
Yep.
saved a lot of strokes. So how do we get you to dial in at that shot so it's consistent every single time that you can put that ball on the green and you have confidence in it, and then you can go up and putt? That's our goal. We're going to work on with you, man. We're gonna get that right.
Yep. No, I
So,
agree. Yeah, it's it's those 70 yards in shot, basically hit more greens in regulation and then sink the putts from there.
yeah, and even
So,
hitting the greens, and I don't think like I was what did I say 41% greens in
mhm.
regulation. I'd like to get to 50%.
Yeah.
That's 9 greens in regulation. The problem with it is when you're like a lot of times I was not hitting the green, but I was just like 3 or 4 feet off. You know what I mean? And the
Yep.
chip was an easy chip or even a putt to get it within 5 feet. And I hit a lot of those 5 footers. You know what I mean? I hit a lot of those 5 foot putts this year.
Well,
Um,
you look,
so
yeah, you look at my scorecards, like I'm looking here at Southern Oaks, okay, which I'll tell you the score here in a second. So like I hit a lot of, like you said, I don't lose. Oh, I mean, there's rounds where I'll lose some balls off the tee box, but like I usually hit decent fairways. Now I don't have the power you have, so I'm not putting them out there like 300 plus all the time. But like Southern Oaks, I hit four of nine fairways
mhm.
on the front nine. Um, but I didn't really hit any greens in regulation, I
Yeah.
don't think. And that's without the par threes thrown in there.
Yep.
So, um, so that's a big key. And then on the back nine, I hit one, two, three, four. five, six of nine, as with
Hmm.
the par threes. Um, so I went and I hit four greens in regulation there. And here's where my
Yeah.
score went from. It went from a 48 to a 41.
Yeah.
So
Right.
at 89 on at Southern Oaks.
Great
And
round.
that's because I was able to hit those 70-yard shots
Sure.
and on that.
That's a great round of golf, dude. Are you
So
kidding me? Like there, I mean, that's and again, first time we played the course, and I think, if we play courses more consistently, also like more and more and more and more, the more you play a certain course or one course, the better you're going to get at those courses.
right,
Because you gotta know where to hit it, where not to hit it. Now we've never played there before, so but we played really good golf, and I think I do remember that round now. It's coming back to me
right.
a little bit. Like you played really really well. I think you shot on the back, right?
On the back,
On the
yeah. 'Cause the front nine didn't play terrible, but
You didn't play back. It was
it's
just a
like
little
you said though.
here and there.
It was like it's usually a whole seven, eight, or nine. Like on nine, I had an eight
Yep.
because
Was
of my
that
chip
the par
shot.
five? Was that a par five?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I
par
think it
five.
was my chip shot. I hit zero greens in regulation.
Dude, I remember that hole because
Yeah,
I had an eagle putt of like 13, 14 feet. And
right.
I hit a driver 8 iron because I hit it over the mound and went down the speed slot. Had an 8 iron into the green, and I had like a 15-foot. No, I remember what happened. I had a 15-foot putt and I three putted
Yeah,
and I parred it.
that's what I think.
That's exactly what I did. I had a three and I was pissed because I was like, it could have been
Yeah, that's what
on
I have. I
the
have my
year.
stats for that round. I didn't hit a green in regulation. I didn't hit a fairway on that one, and I three putted.
Yep,
So back to your what
that's right.
beginners
Three
should
putted that.
focus on.
I had
Um,
15 feet and I left it short. I remember it. I left it short and I left the 5 footer and I missed it. And I was
you know what's
fired.
crazy? What's crazy though is even though only three putted once on the back nine, but or in the front nine, but I shot. This is how well I shot with my irons and the tee box and everything on the back. On the back, I had two three putts, but I had two one putts.
Yep. Yeah.
But I also had no birdies. So imagine if I would have thrown a birdie in there or two.
Sure. Sure.
Because remember that whole trip I didn't have a birdie,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is
I remember.
crazy. So, but anyways, but
Yep.
yeah,
But
that's kind of
that's
my
why
golf.
that's why we're going again because now you're
Right,
gonna have birdies, right?
right. That's kind of my golf recap for the year.
Yeah. No, it was a great year. I had a lot of fun this year, and I'm really really looking forward to next year. I want to get ready to go to the villages. I want to really work on my game, and yeah,
Wish we had one
root for-
more coming from you from Myrtle Beach because we were going to film a podcast down there, but oh well, it is what
well,
it
we're
is.
gonna we're gonna do our first
Do it in
podcast
January
in
or something.
January. Yep. Yeah, we'll get it
So
in January.
yeah,
So we'll get our year beginning of the year podcast and
yeah.
yeah, go from there.
Either the first, second, or third one we'll do from there because it depends
Yep.
on what weekend we go.
Yep.
Anyways, but I don't have much else tonight. Do you?
No, that's it. I think for the
We'll
next, let's work on
our goals
our
for
goals for next year. What are
yep,
what are our goals going to be for next year? We can talk about them a little bit and go from there, and then we can do a little preview of what's going on with PGA and Live and all that stuff. Talk
yep,
about that a
yep.
little bit.
I agree. But anyways, hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, made it back safe, and is staying warm and not too much of this bad winter weather.
Yeah,
And
be
everybody
careful
has
on the roads if you're
right,
listening to us or watching us. Don't watch us
right,
on the road. Listen to
yeah.
us.
And everybody has a good rest of the holiday season, whether you're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating this holiday season. But most important thing is be safe, have fun, create good memories with friends and family, and hopefully get out there on the golf course. But that's it. We'll talk to you later, and thanks for supporting us. Hit that subscribe button.